Good morning, students of Standard 6. Welcome back to the new maths class. Today we are going to take a topic, fundamental geometrical concepts. So what is fundamental geometry concepts of line, ray, all we are going to take today. So the word geometry has been derived from the two Greek words named geo and metron. Geo means earth and metron means measurement. Thus the word geometry means the measurement of earth. In ancient times, geometry was used in land measurement, but now it is widely used in various fields of our daily life. In this topic, we will learn about the fundamental concepts of geometry such as the point, line, segment, line, ray, curves, triangles, quadrilaterals, etc. So with much delay, we begin up today's work with the different definitions. So here first we are going to take up with a point. So take here the point. So what is a point? A point is a mark of position, usually a fine dot marked with a sharp edge pencils on a plain paper. So therefore, we denote the point by the capital letters like A, B, C, D, etc. A point has neither length, suppose we do this example here, a point has neither length nor breadth or thickness. So it is a point. Clear? What really is a point? Second, we have the line segment. So the line segment is, let A and B be 2 points from A to B is called the line segment A to B. That means let 2 points be from here, let's see, A and B, let 2 points A and B, then the straight path from A to B is called the line segment AB. So it has 2 points, that is A and B. It has a definite length, and from here is the point, it has a definite length and it can be measured also. That is called the line segment. Here, a line. Next we have a line. A line is a segment extended endlessly in both sides of both direction, and so therefore we see that the line is extended. Suppose we have here A, B is a line extended endlessly on both the sides. So it is it is extended on both the sides, and so therefore a line has no definite length, and we may denote it by a small letter sometimes. Therefore, or we can write down here AB. AB, we call it as the line by this. Okay? Clear? And line segment, we can also here, the line segment, we can denote this line segment AB by this also, the line segment. Clear? So that is it. Then we get a ray, a line segment extended, that is endlessly in one direction, is called a ray. That means a line segment extended in one direction. You see here, suppose we have here B, A, so it is extended in one direction endlessly. This is extended in one direction endlessly, is called a ray. Okay, a ray has one end point and no definite length, and it is generally denoted by AB, the ray. Okay? Yeah, this is called a ring. Understood? Now, next we have, turn on this one. So the next topic is the parallel lines. P-A-R-E, parallel lines. So what really are parallel lines? Two lines on a plane are called parallel if they do not intersect even when they are produced. They do not intersect even when they are produced. That means the distance between two parallel lines is the same and they do not meet each other or intersect each other how far we are taking it. For example, we have here, let's see, this is line L, this is line M. So we see that these are parallel lines and they do not meet or neither they intersect. They are called the parallel lines, and we denote parallel lines like L is parallel to M by this symbol. So this symbol suggests it is parallel line. Yeah? Understood? Next we have intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So therefore, the intersecting lines, two lines, they have a point of intersection common to both. That is called intersection. That means two lines, they have, suppose we take here, this is L and this is M. So this is the point of intersection. They are called intersecting lines. That means the point P is called the intersection, point of intersection. That means these intersecting lines, that is, they intersect each other at a point, and this point is called the intersection or point of intersection. Clear? Next we have the congruent lines. Now what are congruent lines? That means three or more lines in a plane are said to be congruent if all of them pass to the same point. That means three or more lines in a plane are said to be congruent if they all pass to the same point. Let's see here. We draw the point here. So we have so congruent line means three or more lines in a plane, they are said to be congruent if they pass through the same point. You see that like line L, line M and N, they are passing to the same point, that is called point P. So therefore, this is called the congruent lines. Three or more lines, if they pass to the same given point, they are called the congruent lines. Okay. Now, next we have collinear points. See, collinear points. Okay. What are collinear points? There are also three or more points on the plane are said to be collinear if all of them lie on the same straight line. If they are lying on the same straight line. How they are lying on the same straight line? Let's see. Three or more points, if they lie on the same straight line, they are called, that is, the collinear points. Like here, we have here A, B, C, D. So all these three or more points, if they are lying on the same straight line, they are called the collinear points. Clear? What they call the collinear points. Clear? Now, what will be the non-collinear? So we see that if they do not lie on the same straight line, 2, 3 or more points, if they don't lie on the same straight line, they are called non-collinear. Non-collinear means if they are not lying on the same straight line. These are there. Suppose we have here A, B, C, A, B, C, D is there. They are not lying on the same straight line, and since R, S, this point, they are not lying on the same straight line. They are called non-collinear points. Clear? They are called non-collinear points. Now next we're coming up would be, we'll take up the non-collinear points, then have closed and open figures. So what are closed figures? A figure which begins and ends with the same point is called a closed figure. Suppose we have a circle. So this is a closed figure that begins and ends with the same point. That is called a closed figure. And so that's called a closed figure with begins and ends at the same point is called a closed figure. Then we have here one more you can take up. So it begins and ends with the same. This is called the closed figure. Clear? Now what are a figure which does not end at the starting point is called an open figure. Which does not end at and starting point is called an open figure. Now this is closed figure, now open figure. That means which does not end at the starting point is called an open figure. Like we have, you can take up here, for example, say it does not, begins here, does not end. This is called an open figure. And we have the next one, if you can take up here. So it does not end. So this is called the open figure. Clear? The closed figure and open figure. Yeah. So today in our topic, we have only this, the fundamental concepts. You are supposed to learn the definitions with the examples or the drawings. You must be able to draw the ray, draw the line segment with a neatly penciled in a scale. Do the homework assignment that is given, go through the topic, and if you have any doubt or difficulty, we will be taking up in the next class. Till then, take care. God bless you.